And now I'd like to turn the podium over to Ann Krocak.
So how did this Mosaic project come to be? Why don't we start there? I wrote a grant to the State Arts Board. The State Arts Board of Minnesota does incredible things. I received a grant. It was called Intersections. And listening to the talk about what communities of belonging is about, that was really the whole point of the Mosaic, was getting people to sit down with each other, focusing on a common goal, and then talking, getting to know each other and grow as a group. And I think we did that tenfold. It was a beautiful process to watch. We did it here with Communities of Belonging. We were at Waconia Pride, and I was at the ANICA program, which is a Carver County mental health program. If I could ask people to come up now, who are part of it. So the reason why I'm asking the people who participated in it to come on up is because I did not do this alone. I may have guided it. I may have been the connection point between everyone, but this was done by us. So let's go through the steps. Does anyone remember the first thing we did? Well, the first thing I did is contact Linnea and say, Linnea, do you know any groups who might be interested in doing this Mosaic project? I had the funding, but some of the places, because of the different things happening in the government, didn't have the staffing to support it. And Linnea and Charmaine brought me in and said, well, let's see how we could do this, which I so appreciate. This was a gift beyond a gift to get to work with all of you all. So that was one. Then two, Charmaine, we could talk about, so Charmaine invited me to come to one of our picnics, one of the Communities of Belonging picnics, and explain what I did, and I don't think anyone understood.
So Anne came to the farmer's market as we were sitting at our usual spot and started talking about the program, and it sounded so fascinating. We didn't know what was involved.
They had no idea. Even though I explained it and brought pictures, they had no idea.
Yeah,
we
had no idea what we were in for.
It was good. Bhakti was in this too.
The first meeting we had was basically trying to understand the concept and going over what does belonging mean to you.
Yep.
And that was an entire session.
It was 3 hours.
It was
3 hours with much discussion.
And based on that,
we
created
images individually. Each person created an image that they wanted to be part of it. And that's where I came in as the kind of the glue. And I said, these are all great. How do we make this into one composition? And then I brought in 3 choices the next time. Do you want to pass it down to Nancy?
Absolutely. The one thing that I need to point out, this wasn't a choice. We had to sit with someone we don't know.
As you know, if you're an educator, the first rule of classroom management is where people sit and how they sit. So I always had a nice view so we could all see each other and I could access everyone. But this wasn't about hanging out with your buds. This was about meeting new people, sharing your stories, connecting on a different level, maybe with someone you didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, so that was the first session, is that we all talked about what community meant, and we all wrote words. These are the words that we think are the most important, and we all sketched our ideas and gave them all to be combined. And then the next session, because there were 3 options, there were a lot more discussions.
It was a lot of conversations.
And which designs really emphasized that, which ones that we felt got our point across the best. And in the end, it wasn't any of the 3 designs that we ended up making. It was kind of a combination, different elements from all of them. So that that was the beginning.
Well, and there was, so one of the things we didn't really talk about is, as we were talking about what it meant to belong, people were sharing stories. And those pieces of stories Those stories are in this. They're interwoven. The coffee cups that were so important, the pizza, people, the playing outside on the swing sets. These are ideas and stories that are interwoven in this mosaic. And what I always love to say about mosaics, why it's one of my favorite community type of work, is it's the many become one whole, but it's so much stronger because it's the many coming together. So, all right, so the next session. So we made our plan, and then, Lee, you talk about this.
Well, I got my hands dirty.
Yes, you did.
And I think I attended about 3 sessions of this whole works. I missed a couple, but got my hands dirty, but I didn't get cut. We worked with glass the last day. It was fun. My artwork consists of other media. This was all new to me. I liked it a lot.
Another artist, yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, and I'd sure like to do it again. It was a lot of fun. And I sure like your goats out there.
All right, Kathleen, are we stepping on it?
I think so. So where in the process are we right now?
We're playing with clay. So Kathleen had some great ideas for our overarching story, as well as her son. Is he behind you? Where'd he go?
He's hiding.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, there you are. Okay. They had some great ideas. Oh, yep, those are samples. Did you enjoy the process?
Just in general, it was a lot of fun. It was really nice to be able to hear everybody else's ideas and experiences in the community and their points of view while learning new art crafts that we had not had experiences with. Cutting glass was fun. I kept shooting at places, but
so one of the things that you're seeing is with each step, so we put clay pieces in our mosaic. That was part of our tesserae, is that everyone would make their own first, learn the skill, and then make the piece that went into the mosaic. So that's what you're watching. I think these are the individual, I can't tell if they're the individual ones.
Individual pieces
Yeah.
that we were learning how to make. And then it was that went into the actual mosaic as well. We all had an idea of what community meant to us, and it was like our singular idea that went into the overall.
At the end of each session, we do a, what do you call that, a huddle, where we put our hands in, and then we do a cheer. And I feel like there's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and having it be continual, it helps people connect even more. People got to bring their sillies in a little bit. We did bas-relief clay tiles, beautiful. Anyone remember the special, who said glaze? Glazing. So we glazed, all the materials we used were high quality, and so the glaze, I have a kiln, so I brought them back and I fired everything. So it's not like they were playing with Play-Doh or something. Okay, why don't you tell me your favorite part? What was the thing that you enjoyed the most about this project?
It was working with the clay, because that's something I hadn't had a lot of experience with. So, and then you taught me how to do the bas-relief. And so the square that I did turned out really well.
It really did turn out well.
Everybody, it was amazing to see all the creativity from all these different people. I mean, it was just awesome. And that's what I enjoyed.
Oh, that's perfect.
I will say one thing is I was maybe the most reluctant to be joining the group, and I made no secret of it because I have like 0 artistic bones in my body, or so I thought. So this was a real challenge for me, really out of my comfort zone. But it was so much fun. It was just getting together with everybody. You know, a lot of people helped me with my lack of skills. Like sitting next to Claire one day was like best thing that could have happened, because she said, "Oh, no, we'll just do this, and no, don't do it that way," you know. And Anne, of course, was a lot of gentle reminders and a lot of gentle pointers. But I'm just so proud of everybody, all of the things we did and how it all turned out. It's really, truly amazing. And going out to your farm was wonderful, seeing the goats and the horses and the dogs.
There's Claire being an expert while everyone else is just trying.
And the peacocks.
Yeah.
Got a name.
Yes, she did.
Okay, so now you're seeing people doing the mosaics. So we made mosaics frames to practice and learn how to cut the glass, how to lay it. We talked about grout lines. So that's what's going on there. Oh, weld bond is the glue. So one of the things that was kind of fun too is we had people. How many people do you think came?
I think we had an average of 15 to 20 per session, but there
Yeah.
was a unique variety. Not everybody
Every
came
time.
every time.
Yeah.
So I would say we probably hit like 25, 30 unique people.
People, unique individuals
Yep.
joined in the process. Kind of nice. Here we are doing our mosaic frames.
So I want to point out.
Go
real
ahead.
quick,
Do you want
I
this?
don't need it, but these are good. But so the individual frames was really fun. We actually, across the window over there, we have the frames set up that we made in the sessions, and the frames are actually have pictures from all the different sessions in order of what it took from day one to the final day. And so please take a look, and then everybody at the end of today, please feel free to take your frame home, and hopefully it should have a picture of you in it. So, but those turned out really beautifully, and there are some really incredibly creative options.
The frames are gorgeous. And thank you for doing that. Thank you. Thank you for all you did. Yeah, I always write everything up there on the board. And do you see that big piece of paper? That was the map. So that big drawing is what we made with our, yep, there it is. So we're going to do an unveiling in a couple of seconds. That's one of our groups. So Art Heart and Hoofbeats and I have a 2,200 square foot art studio with multiple kilns, and I just pushed everything to the side and we went to work. And we finished up our glazing and mosaicing, and you can see everybody in process. Does anyone have any questions before we do the unveiling? We have all these amazing artists in front of you. Does everyone know what a mosaic is? Does anyone? A mosaic, what we did is this is stained glass. So this is all high quality glass pieces that people trimmed into shapes to lay out. So you can see the process of laying out. Oh, yep, and people are wearing warm clothes. Sometimes it's cold in my studio. I think it was the first cold day. So here we are, so it's getting close.
I don't have the final picture, so I think we're ready for the reveal.
Okay, now we're ready. All right, who wants to come help me with this? Okay, so we're gonna have to kind of lift it up. And then here we go. Oh, woo! There it is. Thank you. I'll take it. Can you believe this, you guys? Isn't it beautiful?
Gorgeous.
And this is all you. This is our community. This is everything we heard with that. Three.
The deputy division director was.
Well, and it helps everyone feel connected.
Just wanted to.
While everyone is admiring
Thank you.
the mosaic, after you're done, that we have some snacks. We have mandala rocks that we have painted over the last few months. Please stop by and take a look at them, and hope that you will be able to join us in the future when we have our classes. We also have a station for card making, as well as games. Stay as long as you want.
Heavy mirror.
Well, until the library kicks us out.
Heavy mirror. I don't think it's that bad. So how you install it? I guess I didn't talk about that. Maybe people are curious. So you can either do a French cleat, which is